Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video about the drip network and the animal farm. Now today I wanted to dig deep into the price of drip because I've been getting a lot of questions on Twitter, and honestly it's one of the most popular questions I get. Are we at a bottom? Did we stop at around $1.50, or what's going to happen with the price of drip in 2023? So let's talk about it in a bit more detail. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and let's jump right into the video. Alright, so if we look at the faucet right now, we have about 1362 and I have about 18 drip that are lingering in my available. Now I can't let that happen, so we should just get those hydrated quickly. Now guys, if you don't have a ledger, please use the link in my description. It's really important to get yourself a ledger. It's one of the most important things because DeFi is one hell of a tricky place to be in. It's gonna protect you, protect your assets. It limits the possibilities of you getting hacked, and quite frankly, I can't do like 90% of my stuff without a ledger. So use the link in my description, grab yourself one, and if you need help setting it up, I can help you with that as well. I do have a video on it, but you know, it's kind of dated, so I might have to do a new one. Okay, so now we're at 1380. Okay, now the price of drip is hovering around $1.50. okay, hovering $1.50. It's always been going up to $1.60, going back down to about $1.45, going back up to $1.50. For me, this is good news. Like, honestly, I feel like it's something positive because it feels like the community is trying not to let it go down to $1. Okay, so this is one of the positive things. I think that the community support around the drip network, and I feel like we're one of the biggest DeFi projects out there with the biggest amount of community. Like, we have 130,000, I think, drippers right now, and the community really wants it to stay alive and thriving. And because of that, everybody's just benefiting from the prices of $1.50, $1.40, $1.30 to just pump up their bags as much as possible. And I've been hearing a lot of people using this opportunity to build up big wallets, because when the bull market hits, because think about it, if you accumulate at the price of $1.50 and you accumulate a few hundred consistently, and then the price goes up by a few dollars, like let's say by $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, then you make a killing, right? A lot of people want to take advantage of that, because right now in the bear market you accumulate all of your wealth, and then when the bull market hits, you take your profits, and that's where a lot of people are just aiming towards, you know. See, it just jumped right back down. It jumped right back down to $1.47. So like, it goes up and down around that range. Now, do I think the price is going to hover around $1.50 till the end of the year? I don't think so. I still think there is some room for it to go back down. It's gonna go down to $1.30. It's gonna go probably down to $1.25. You know, I'd be surprised if we go under $1 by December 31st. I feel like there's still some room to go down because the utilities, the projects, the different protocols that, so not protocols, but the different, you know, projects, I guess, the different games that Forex wants to launch. We still don't have any particular news around that yet. We just know it's going to be launched in the next few weeks. We know Drip UI and Drip UI, Drip Layer 2, the on and off ramp are going to be beginning of 2023. So we're hoping that this is going to give the price of Drip a big boost, because at that point a lot of people are going to come in through the on ramp and go out through the off ramp. So a lot of people hopefully are going to be coming around that time. So if you ask me, will this price keep going down? Personally, from my personal experience, I think it will. I think we're still going to go back down a little bit more. The safest thing for you to do would be to dollar cost average every few weeks or every week, because you can never really time the bottom. You know, you can always assume, you can always guess. Like, I honestly thought that we're going to bottom around $10, and with the amount of drip that's sitting in the reservoir, we're going to go back up. Actually, let's look at this quickly. What's been happening with the drops in the reservoir? So I'm really curious to see what has been happening to the reservoir since the last video that we made. So it has come out in value a little bit. So we went all the way down to $983,000, 615 as balance in dollars in the reservoir, with about 3,779 drip. But then we went back up to about 4,000. No, sorry, that was 3,779 BNB. We went back up to 4,000, almost 4,100 BNB, and now we're sitting at 2,700. So, you know, it's helping a little bit. Like, we're above a million, almost 1,100,000. We're above what we were on November 22nd, but it's still like not enough for us to stay afloat, you know? So I feel like there's still some room to go down. How much room? I'm not 100% sure. There's never really a good time to time it. There's not really a good method to time it. But what I'll be doing is I'm going to be DCAing every time I get a paycheck from my 9 to 5, right? So every time I get a paycheck, I'm going to dollar cost average, maybe a couple $100. I'm going to use some of that to airdrop some team members or do some airdrops on Twitter or whatever the case might be. Actually, we did an airdrop today. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I frequently do some airdrops over there, and it's really like we have a lot of fun. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. We did a drip airdrop because I love England, and today they played, and shout out to everybody who participated, but we won 3-0. Well, I consider myself one of the team members of England football team. So we won 3-0. So I was going to give away 10 drip to one lucky winner that guesses the price of that guesses the end score by the time we get to the beginning of the match. And you know, we got a bunch of comments, and there's somebody who guessed exactly what it was. So this guy over here, Crypto Mona, guessed 3 England, 0 Senegal. So he won some drip, and then he's gonna get back to me later on today with his wallet address, and I'm gonna airdrop him 10 drip. Right, so these kind of things I'm gonna be doing when I dollar cost average. So I'm gonna buy a couple $100 every time I get a paycheck, and I'm going to deposit some in my deposits. I'm trying to get to 2,000 drip by the end of the month, and the reason why I'm saying that is because a few months ago there was a tweet on Twitter that said, "What is your goal by the end of the year?" And at that time, the price of drip was at like $70, I think, and my goal was ambitious, and I said 2,000. And at the time, I had like 400, and I said, "Yeah, for sure, I'm gonna get to 2,000, no problem." But now is actually my opportunity to get to 2,000, and I'm going to aim for that. So if you look at it quickly, I need about 620 drip, okay, at a price of $1 and let's say 50 just to be conservative. I need about $413, right? So let's say I'm going to get paid 2 more times. That's about $200 that I need to DCA into the faucet to be able to get to that, not including the hydrate. So I'm going to include that as well, and I'm going to make some calculation and hope that I can get to 2,000 in my deposits by 2023. All right, guys, so anyways, all this to say that I think that drip still has some room to go down. The reservoir is helping it a little tiny bit because some people are still taking out their money from the reservoir. And for those that don't know, the reservoir actually hardens the price floor of drip. It doesn't help it 100% to sustain a price point, but it hardens it to make it go down less and less and less over time, right? So for those that are depositing in the reservoir, thank you, because that is helping the community. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it on a consistent basis. But I'm not really buying any BNB to deposit in there. Like I'm just not dollar cost averaging. Before I was dollar cost averaging into BNB. Before I was actually doing BNB, BTC, and ETH, right? But I stopped doing that because I'm accumulating more drip than anything else. So yeah, so at a price of $1.42, it's really a good time to dollar cost average. I don't think we've bottomed, but I think it's a good opportunity to dollar cost average, you know? So if you guys do want to join a team, please use the link in my description. It would be amazing to have you guys on. We are doing airdrops regularly, like every end of the month, we're doing airdrops to the 26 members that we have. And we're doing weekly airdrops on YouTube. So at the end of each week, I am doing a raffle on all the people that left comments, liked, subscribed on the videos. And one lucky winner gets about 5 to 10 drip depending on each week. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of the setup in the background. Is this something that I should keep? Like I moved my gear over here because I was doing it somewhere else, but now I feel like, you know, I should start being a bit more professional, so I'm upgrading my stuff step by step. This is the setup, if you guys know, that I'm using for the mega lives on Saturdays with Drip Strategy and all the gang. So I want to utilize that a bit more and try to make these videos in this kind of environment. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one.